Yo, what's good, y'all? Remember, we got Spider-Man 4 title, synopsis, reveal, teaming with villain. You feel me, man? So like it up, sub, more Spider-Man news, right? Don't take a grain of salt. And yeah, like it up, sub. My headphones out.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now today we have an enormous reveal for both the title and the synopsis for Spider-Man 4, and the source that's revealing this actually has a very accurate track record with revealing and predicting details for upcoming Marvel projects. But as we'll explain in right after the prologue when we go over this source, one that we have been using for years at the channel, occasionally they will get things wrong, so I want to make sure to put an asterisk by at least one detail. Otherwise, we're going to break down this entire reveal, and coming from Production Weekly for the upcoming Spider-Man 4 title and full synopsis. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do, and my analytics actually indicate that there are several of you who've been rocking with the channel for quite some time, maybe watched more than 10 and upwards of 100 videos, and still haven't hit the subscribe button yet, which is totally cool. When I realized this, I actually realized that even some of my favorite content creators I've been watching for years, I hadn't subbed to yet. So I would just kindly invite you, if you haven't already and you appreciate the content or like the content here at the channel, to go ahead and subscribe. And really, for any of your favorite content creators out there, subbing is the best way to support them and help grow their channel, especially in these weird days of the 2024 YouTube algorithm. Okay, so this latest, as I mentioned moments ago in the prologue, is coming from Production Weekly, and as I've said in the past, there's a reason that they can't go releasing fake details or things that are wrong, because the whole job of Production Weekly is to connect those in the industry with jobs on set. So if they were inaccurate, that really wouldn't be helping anybody. But what I will say is
This is that Production Weekly magazine or some shit. Oh, that was
with the latest Doctor Strange 3 reveal, they literally copy-pasted in a paragraph from Alex Perez over at the Cosmic Circus about what he had heard the plot might be. It was word for word copy-pasted into the synopsis box. So this doesn't happen all the time, but it could also be the case that Production Weekly is uploading a film into their database they want to talk about, and, you know, someone down the totem pole somewhere.
To test the toughness of the 3-row Kia Sorento X Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we
copies and pastes that because they see it as an official synopsis online. They're not any of the wiser. So I, of course, took the time to go ahead and cross-reference this text online. Did not find it anywhere. I also did the same for some of their previous movies before I reported on this. Also didn't find that. So just because it happened once doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but I am going to put an asterisk by the synopsis just in case. Okay, so this was revealed by Production Weekly earlier today. Spider-Man 4 feature film, 10/17/24, Pascal Pictures. It has the status and location United Kingdom, that's where it's filming. Producers Amy Pascal, Rachel O'Connor, Kevin Feige, Louis D'Esposito, all the names you'd expect. Director Destin Daniel Cretton. Cast Zendaya and Tom Holland. Casting director Sarah Finn, that's the normal Marvel casting director, and this is what they have to say about the title. Right now it is tentatively named Spider-Man Brand New Day, followed by this synopsis.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
During the events of Doomsday, Peter Parker is determined to lead a normal life and focus on college, stepping back from his responsibilities as Spider-Man. However, peace is short-lived when a deadly new threat emerges, endangering his friends and forcing Peter to reconsider his promise. With stakes higher than ever, Peter reluctantly returns to his Spider-Man identity and finds himself teaming up with an unlikely ally to protect those he loves. Andrew Garfield's back as Spider-Man. Michael Keaton...
Andrew coming back, y'all. Let me know down low. Andrew coming back. Andrew coming back.
Back as Vulture. Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, mentioned in the cast. Now, I've got so many questions about the synopsis. First of all, return to his Spider-Man identity. That's the only identity he has left. It was Peter Parker that was erased at the end.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home, not Spider-Man. Now, this may imply that he's not trying to be Spider-Man, but my next question would be, what exactly is the fallout of Avengers Doomsday exactly going to look like? If there is still a semblance of a 616 and it's not, say, Battleworld or Destroyed Multiverse, how in the world is Doomsday actually going to go down and set up the stakes for what's going on with Dr. Doom? The synopsis may be correct, and I might be wrong, but I really think that everything that takes place after Doomsday is going to be set in Battleworld or a fractured multiverse. I don't think there'll be any Peter Parker going back to college and quote-unquote trying to live a normal life. And shoot, didn't we see this already in Spider-Man Far From Home when he just wanted to hang out and be a high schooler and live a normal life?
Yeah, true that.
I think there are definitely some huge question marks surrounding the synopsis, and it may just be
that's what I was saying, like, huh?
and it may be missing some key details, but also to hear that Michael Keaton's Vulture would be back, and after all this time, and after last we saw him over in the Morbiusverse, is a huge question mark in and of itself. And of course, Robert Downey Jr. appearing as Dr. Doom is the only question mark I don't have about this write-up, because I sort of assumed Marvel's going to want to give him as much screen time as possible. And starring opposite an actor like Tom Holland, yeah, true, it may have been as Peter Parker and Robert Downey Jr. the first time around, but they've done a lot of work together, are extremely comfortable, and actually have a working dynamic. You'd think this be a no-brainer for Marvel and Sony, since he was his mentor the first time around, to set him as the adversary this time around and let them use that dynamic just in a completely different way. Now, the other part of the synopsis I want to point out is when they say that Spider-Man finds himself teaming up with an unlikely ally to protect those he loves. Now, this could be open-ended. It could be someone unlikely like Venom, but I think more likely the case, it's some of the names included in here, like either Michael Keaton's Vulture, which is crazy. Again, the last time we saw him, he was in the Morbiusverse, unless he's come back. So, unless they explain that and fix it, you could see them, you know, enemies become friends, friends become enemies, they end up teaming up. Robert Downey Jr., though, them teaming up as Spider-Man and Dr. Doom against a different adversary, I don't see it. I actually think Dr. Doom will be the actual villain in this film, or say, like, the big villain if there's a mini-boss. And where we had heard now previously that Noel's setup at the end of Venom 3 was meant to be for the villain in Spider-Man 4, and that they were going to team Venom up with Spider-Man, I think that's coming somewhere down the road, but I don't think it's coming in immediately, not with the stakes of the multiverse saga on the line, and how important Peter Parker is supposed to be, not only to Doomsday, but Avengers Secret Wars and the multiverse saga in general. Remember, there's still a chance he happens to be the anchor being in the MCU, and that's why a lot of this narrative is revolving around him. And so if he's going to have his own film, and they're trying to get that point across, I just don't think Sony's going to have that much of a dip to set those sort of parameters. Basically, hey, you can make Spider-Man 4, but you're in our world. This is what's going on. Dr. Doom's the villain. We're about to be in Secret Wars.
I don't know they're going to switch like that.
In that context. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below about all of this. How hype are you for Spider-Man 4? What do you think the name Brand New Day implies? And who do you think is going to be the villain of the film? Should it be Dr. Doom? Should it be someone else? Who is this unlikely ally? I am all ears as always. Let me know down in the comments quickly. Let's get into the giveaway.
Yeah, we see it on me. Yeah, let me know what y'all think, y'all. In the chat, let me know, y'all. But yeah, like it sub, man. I hope it's Dr. Doom as a villain, but maybe somebody else. But yeah, let me know, man. This is take it with a grain of salt though too. You feel me, man? Don't believe anything. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, like it sub, and yeah. Peace.